Hi, my name is Jinna and I studied abroad in China at Fudan University, spring 2009. And being a business economics program, I was able to take classes in my major, which is business economics and global studies. My biggest concern before I went was, are my classes going to transfer, and also how hard it's going to be since I'm in a new country and it's economics from their point of view. So upon getting there, the classes were pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. I took a lot of classes with master's students from Europe, so in that sense it was a lot more difficult, just because I feel like everyone at the UCs were all kind of underdogs, but at the same time I learned so much from it, because it's just pushing me to go, be more motivated and try harder in my classes. Something that was different was the structure of the classes. They run from for one day for about 6 hours. So it was kind of different, but it was kind of nice because you gotta get the class out of the way in one day, and so you had time to study, go travel, or go explore for a little bit. And also there's not a lot of busy work. It's mostly just a paper and a paper for the final. So it's 2 papers for 1 class. So you really got to try hard. You really got to go to class, but you'll benefit a lot from going to class because, as I said, it's pretty fast paced. So you'll learn a lot within one day, but you got to encompass that and throughout your whole stay there and just kind of utilize that. So yeah, and my classes did transfer for units, if you guys were wondering about that. So when I was there in Shanghai, I lived in the dormitories. It's this 23-story building where all the international students stay. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of like being a freshman again, kind of just running into people's doors and just just hanging out. And the food there's definitely dining commons on campus. It's buffet style kind of thing. I ate there for probably the first month and I just really got sick of it, but the nice thing was there's a lot of different international foods just around campus. You can literally walk there. My favorite was this Mexican restaurant, really, really good, and there's also a good Indian food restaurant that was right across the street. And transportation, a lot of us rode bikes, but just be really careful if you're not on campus, because on campus it's fine. Everyone kind of follows the rules, but once you step outside the gates, it's mayhem, so just be very careful on your bike. And also, like I said, we took the taxis a lot to go out at night and just around town, and also the subway is the best way to get anywhere because it's relatively cheap. You can get a little transfer card, and you just put money on it, and so it's really, really easy. And I did meet some locals in classes. They are just great. They all speak English really, really well, and it was kind of funny because we kind of fight who would kind of practice their English or Chinese, because we would try to practice our Chinese and they would try to practice English. So we bonded over that. I ended up going to my friend Xiaojing's house a lot because her mom would just cook homemade Shanghainese meals for me, and it was just the greatest experience ever. One of my regrets is not staying for a year because I was only gone for the semester. And with that being said, I just feel like I didn't have enough time to kind of explore outside Shanghai. So I wish I just would have done a little bit more research on different cities before I went, because we didn't start traveling until about 2 months in, so I just wish I would have had a little bit more time. So I made a lot of local friends through my classes, because some of them were they combined foreign students and local students, so that was probably the easiest way, because we just went in and they automatically knew that we were American, so they were just really, really excited to meet us. And it was kind of fun. We just got to hang out, and I even ended up going to one of my friends' houses, local friends' houses, and they would cook for us, and it was really fun. And another way is I had a lot of friends that would just go out into the big grass court that's right in front of one of the main buildings, and they would just kind of go sit with a group of students and just kind of introduce themselves and be like, hey, do you want to be my like study partner? Do you want to, you know, be my language partner? So that was so easy for them to do. I even met some of their friends through that, their local friends through that. So yeah, there's so many ways to meet locals. They're really, really friendly. So yeah, make the most of it. Every Thursday night, we would all go get like a group of 10 of us together, and we would go to Salabeem's, and they had trivia night there every night, so it was kind of fun because it was a lot of expats that went, and everyone would just hang out and, you know, be kind of competitive. So yeah, definitely check that out. So some of my best memories in Shanghai were just getting on the subway and just kind of stopping wherever I wanted. Well, obviously with friends, but yeah, so we would just hop on the subway and just stop at any stop that just looks somewhat interesting, and there's a lot of subway lines there. I think there's about 15, so there's a lot of exploring to do, and through that we got to find, you know, cool gardens and really cool temples that, you know, aren't really on like Lonely Planet or something like that, so it was kind of cool to explore outside of the norm, the like normal touristy stuff, so that was really cool. And also one of the best experiences was we got to see different concerts there. My favorite was Rat-a-Tat, and it was kind of cool because it was a small venue, since not a lot of people in China knew about them, so it was more like expats. So that was really, really fun because we got to hang out with the band afterwards. So yeah, concerts was definitely another thing that I really enjoyed. So some tips before you leave. I was just not packing a bunch of stuff that you don't need, because for me, I brought 2 suitcases. I probably ended up using maybe 1.5 of the things that I had inside, because you can get a lot of stuff there, and I didn't really realize that there's the huge Walmart that's just down the street. So yeah, definitely pack lightly because you'll buy a lot of stuff there. And also rain boots was a nice thing. You don't need to bring them. I brought them there, but just letting you know, the weather's very, very wet there. So yeah.